Hi, my name is Corey Mentor with Trinity Employment Specialists. Trinity is a staffing company. We staff in both the Oklahoma City and the Tulsa markets. We've been around for around 10 years. This month, we're going to be featured in Inc. magazine's top 5,000 fastest growing companies in the United States. It's titled the Inc. 5,000 list is what we've made. We're super proud of that. In this last 3 years, we've been one of Tulsa's top 40 fastest growing companies. And those are some huge honors that we are just so grateful for. We've been able to provide a good, high quality service for our customers over and over and over again. And that's how we've been able to accomplish some of the things that we've been able to accomplish. We have a system that we try to promote, and that is to provide only A players to our clients. And then if we provide B and C level players, which hopefully never C, but if we ever get them a B level player, we want to encourage our clients to release that individual, let them go be an A player somewhere else, and then let us try to find them another A player. People are paying us a premium to be able to do this kind of service for them, and we would really love to be able to offer this type of service, because this is a crazy thing. A players attract other A players. They do almost 2 times the work in some occasions. And the third thing is they stay longer than B and C level players do. And so there is a huge cost savings in there that makes our fee so worth it when we're able to get an A player for the people that we work with. So these are some things that we try to do at Trinity that has made a world of difference. But today I want to talk just real quickly and share maybe a couple of stories about details. The thing is, exceptionalism for any company is in the details. You know, whenever I hear of somebody going to Walt Disney World, and I've gone twice myself, once when I was a little kid and once when I was just newly married. But it was still 10 years ago. But one of the things that I noticed about Disney World was all of the details were so exceptional, even down to how clean they kept the park, how everything ran. It just seemed like it was out of this world, because it was so clean, everything was attended to, and it was just almost perfect. And it was crazy how they created a culture that could create that day in and day out. I mean, this is not something where they were able to develop and implement over like a year's time. They've been doing this type of service to their customers for years and years and years, decades now. And, I've had the opportunity to hang out with a little bit. I did a presentation one time with the vice president of operations for Walt Disney World. His name is Lee Cockrell. And I had him on my Facebook page the other day. And apparently there is some kind of secret tower in that castle that Disney's known for. It's that big castle. It's shown on all the movies. And if you think of Disney World, this castle is very, very... it's a legend. Everybody knows what it is. Well, somewhere in that castle, apparently, there is a room that Walt Disney used to stay in. And Lee had told me and a couple other friends about it, but he must have told somebody else on Facebook as well, because on Facebook, the guy had written to Lee, and he said, "Hey, look, I found the place that you were talking about. I found the window of the place that you were talking about that Walt Disney used to stay." And I just thought his remark was really unique at the way he thought. For many managers out there, you might find this interesting. His only remark was the window clean? And isn't that interesting? Like, that is what he paid attention to. That was his level of detail that he was looking at day in and day out. And that's why Lee had improved the Disney concept and the Disney way so extraordinarily, so much so, during his tenure there. He had made everything even more perfect, but that's the one thing he was still worried about. And I think he's probably still involved with Disney, but for the most part, he's retired. He's still worried about the window. He's wanting to make sure, is that window clean? But that, when I sat back and thought about it, I was like, that's what made Disney so great. Everything was clean. Everything seemed perfect. They put the attention to the details. You know, I went to go work out this morning with my friend Kellen, and we went and we had finished an entire workout. I've been working out at a health club called Lifetime for a long time. Many people might know what Lifetime is. Lifetime is more of an upscale club, no question. It is super, super nice, and when you walk in there, it's just like walking into a resort. But here's the thing. I've never walked into a gym where it was clean long term. And that's what Kellen was saying this morning when we were leaving just a few minutes ago. He's like, man, this gym is one of the cleanest ever, and they keep it clean. Like, you walk in and they greet you and they treat you really well. They'll go out of their way to help you. He said, this guy is incredibly buff, way more buff than me, than you see in me right now. He has worked out at many different gyms and has been an exercise specialist for years. He had worked out in hundreds of gyms probably. And he's like, I've never been in a gym where they pay attention to the detail. He's like, it is so much nicer. And I think that if you took the same amount of space, the same equipment, the same decor, everything in a gym, and you had somebody manage it that just made sure that everything was clean every day, and then you had another gym where it wasn't, there's just going to be a huge difference in the retention of that, because people are going to feel special. They're going to feel comfortable. They're going to feel like, hey, this is where I want to be, versus when it's ratted out and it smells bad. But even the locker rooms smell good. It's crazy how much cleaning goes on. And there are always people around there just washing off the equipment. I just thought it was interesting this morning that he would mention that. And he's like, I've been in hundreds of gyms. I've never seen one so clean. And I've never seen one where people help you as much as they do. And so when you walk in there, it really truly is like a resort. Me and my wife can go there on the weekends and stay there and feel like we're on a vacation because of how nice and clean and how they treat you while you're there. But it's the small things that make a big difference. They have the same equipment as all the other gyms. They've got the same, pool. They have the same everything. The only difference is it's remarkably clean. It makes such a big difference. So these small things, bring half of Tulsa in town to pay a lot more for a service that they could go and get for $10 at Planet Fitness or whatever. The thing is, though, is they've kept it consistent, and they've always been able to keep this going. And if you're trying to manage your company right now, you want to try to find some of the small details that can help you to stand out, and then do them over a long period of time. That's what makes people extraordinary. That's what makes people want to buy from you. And it's what makes people want to stay around and buy from you another day. And I think that those are some lessons that we can all take with us and learn about how to run business. So find small things that can make a big difference and keep them consistent. And make sure that you clean up your processes. And I think that it's going to help you. And I'll tell you what, I'll take some of my own advice today and try to implement that a little bit later on in our business as well. I hope that you have a great day today. I thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions for Trinity, or if you would be interested in talking with me, or if you would just be interested in trying to find a job with us, or letting us staff for you. Give us a call at 918-622-2588, or you can visit us online at trinityemployment.com. Thank you.